It's because I just don't love you anymore.
Hello you dirty potters, how are you today? Today we're going to be rebuilding my pitfire kiln to something that holds heat in a lot better. So we're going to break this down today, and the reason we're not preferring this over this is because these bricks here are made out of clay and they don't hold heat in that well compared to the thing that we're about to build. So we're going to find a second source for this. But today we are rebuilding my pitfire kiln, and here's some of the materials we're going to need to do that. Firstly, we are going to need one shovel. Secondly, I have about 3 bags of this volcanic black rock here, and these cost about $7 each. They're not too expensive, but the main reason I have these is to put a nice layer of these rocks at the very bottom to really keep that heat at the bottom, and so that it doesn't mess up my grass, because I don't want to burn directly on my grass because I live in California. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a nice layer of rocks right at the bottom. Thirdly, I have about 40 of these serrated bricks right here. They should make a really nice circular pit for us to put our fire into. I wanted to put a fire ring in the middle, but the Home Depot that I had didn't have them, so maybe we'll do it at a different time. And this is a very cheap and easy and low maintenance pit fire to build. We built something that was about half of this with just this stuff over here. This costs a little bit more money. This was working fine for a little bit, but I think we can make this better by making it firstly circular, and secondly making it a lot stronger and holding in heat a lot better with some of these materials combined, and making it a better shape and a little bit more aesthetically pleasing for our yard. Can you please calm down and be quiet? I'm trying to make a video. Can you guys calm down, please? This is the kind of stuff I'm getting out of the old pitfire kiln, so we're gonna see what we get out of the new one later in the video. But first things first, we're gonna put a little perimeter right here and put rocks on the inside and outside of that perimeter, so that way we don't burn any grass, and we have a nice little trench just in case the fire gets out of hand. Okay, now that we made a little clear spot right here, let's dump some volcanic rocks in and see how that goes. See if we can fill that in so we could really get a sense of the perimeter that we're going to put the rocks in. And now let's see if we can put the bricks around it to really get a sense of how big this thing's going to be. Last time I checked, it takes about 10 bricks for every layer. So I got 40, I should have 4 layers. Once you have the entire perimeter filled in, go ahead and double check to see if there's no small spaces. These things here are fluted inwards, which is good because you can squeeze one of them in as far as you can, and they'll just bump up against the other bricks. That way you make sure you get that nice good heat to stay in there. Okay, we got the second layer down now, so let's put some more volcanic rock in and see how that goes, because I really want that bottom level covered. Two things I should really mention before we keep going with this. Number one, this is technically an above ground pit fire, and the reason that I'm making it like this is because I live in a house where I rent a house. I don't own a house. And if you don't own your own property, you really don't want to tear up the land in which you're renting from because you have to pay for it later on. So I'm leaving the bricks really loose and not putting any mortar down. Number one, so that I can move it easily later on. And number two, I'm not digging a pit so I don't have to pay for it when I decide to move out. I think I want this a little bit higher just in case I have to do some taller stuff. So I'm gonna get about 2 more layers, which is about 20 more bricks, and I'll be right back. You go stalk your ex on Instagram or whatever you do on your phone. Okay, we're not doing too bad actually. This is looking pretty good. We got a good heavy brick on the outside. It should convect heat quite well. We have some volcanic rock on the inside just to make sure the grass is nice and safe, and we have an extra layer down there. So what we're going to do now is take some more volcanic rock and put it on the outer perimeter of this whole thing. We're going to make like a little moat of volcanic rock just to make sure it doesn't burn the outside of this as well, just to be safe. I kind of want an extra layer of this protective thing from my grass and the fire. Cool, and there it is, all the way around. There it goes. I usually would make a little hole and then put the rocks in there, but again, I don't want to mess up my grass so much that it's non-repairable. So I'm just going to put a layer right around it, and when I mow the lawn, I'll probably work that out somehow. This was the lid that we used last time for the old fire pit, but a lot of people in the comments below were saying, hey man, I used to work at Home Depot and this is actually poisonous. It has a coating on it, and if you burn it away, it'll become a gas, and that gas is not good to breathe in. So what I did is I contacted a friend of mine, and he gave me his old fire pit, and it pretty much just has a top to it, except for it's actually meant for fire pits from Home Depot. It happens to fit perfectly on that over there. Oh! Look at that, I could put pieces in here and probably barbecue on the top. This is sexy right here. On the inside's all symmetrical and it looks so nice. You know what? I was gonna wait until next week, but let's fire this thing up right now. Okay, Donte, gentle. Remember last time. Be gentle. Oh! I feel like that's never not gonna happen. This is why I can't have nice things. Alright, let's let that burn for a couple hours, get some good heat in there, and we'll cover it up in maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. And I'm just gonna cover this up a little bit because I want it to still keep feeding off oxygen, but I don't want it to burn out. So I'm just gonna partially cover it up. I love this thing. Look, it even has a little thing here so you can pick it up off the bottom. Oh, I love this. Yeah, go ahead companies, keep sending me mail. This is how I use it. Okay, it's been about 2 hours now, so let's close this up and keep all that good heat in there. There we go.
One eternity later.
Okay, it's been about 7 hours, so let's open it up, see what we got inside. Yay, it works! Boo, boo, it's hot, boo! Well, thank you guys for joining me today. I really just wanted to show you guys how to build a better pit fire, because this one is my real pit fire. As for that one over there, it's kind of just my prototype. And that one costs about double the amount of money that this one costs to make. Those bricks over there are way more expensive, and they don't really fit together like these fluted ones here. So thank you guys for joining me today. If you want to see any more of my artwork, the links are always down below for your beautiful Potter eyes to see. And I will see you, Dirty Potters, next week. Yeah, you think that's my hose? It's not. I'm just peeing straight in there.